Hello, this is Child Free Diane, and this is a new construction place of a senior living facility. And the area that used to be here was completely torn down, and it was a nursing home, and it was very, very old. It looked like it was built from the late 50s or something. So this is going to take its place. And this looks like, you know, an upscale senior living community or a transitional home for aging people, 55 or 60 plus. But yeah, I have many things to talk about in today's video. First of all, I want to say that people have not evolved. With all of the transitions required with humanity, and with each generation, you know, tackling the same struggles, and, you know, with every decade of a person's life, there are significant struggles and dependencies. Even when we are at our prime, you know, our 20s to mid 40s, that age group is full of dependency. They are in need of gainful employment. They are in need of education. So even at our very prime, we are totally dependent on other people and societal resources. And the happy delusional couple with newborn twins is totally oblivious to their painful futures. Now, people from my generation had parents who were 20 to 25 years older than them, closing the gap with which they would be around with their loved ones. Now there's about 35 years difference. There's less family security and help from living grandparents. Nobody worries about abortion. They worry about tragedy, traumas, pain, bodily decline, catastrophic losses, and lingering in nursing homes, or possibly penniless. Abortions would have spared all our harms from being born into existence. Who can save enough money by age 50 or 60 to support themselves another 40 years? It's always better to die young. Abortion would have been sparing for all of us. Now, people of this generation are often taking care of their own children and their parents. Now that's called the sandwich generation, which adds yet another dimension to family struggles and complicates natalism, doesn't it? So if a family is caring for their 20-year-old children and trying to put them into a good college and saving money for college, as well as having, you know, senior parents who are over 65, who need caretaking, who are losing their faculties, who are often disabled or disadvantaged, or even unable to live on their own. The sandwich generations has very, very unique burdens, and it's something that my parents' generation actually did not have. And people actually live shorter lives, you know, 40 years ago, and now it's not uncommon for somebody to live well into their 90s. I consider natalism a disease and a mental illness of severe selfishness, and lack of empathy and compassion. It's a mental illness of severe proportions. Optimism bias is a delusional optimism bias is delusional, and it is always accompanied by natalism and religious believers. Anybody who can see hope in a world of such decline and misery is simply delusional. And this is a factor of delusion, because basically we are just warehousing people in various stages of their lives. It's apparent that children, toddlers, and preteens are, dependent and unable to fend for themselves. But once we have become a throwaway senior citizen who is no longer valued by society and who really does not contribute very much to society as far as paying taxes and fulfilling a job, that can reach many people and can serve society. Those people are throwaway individuals because they are once again dependent. And these facilities are very, very costly. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if one of these housing units is about $200,000, because I'm sure it has a lot of maintained grounds for walking, for purposes of exercising and mobility, as well as additional security factors, because as we know, senior citizens can be easily victims of crime, theft, and assault. So, this looks like a really glamorous image of this retirement facility with younger people coming to visit. Yeah. But it's just delusional. I don't see it being any more than just a warehousing for senior citizens, and nothing more than a money-making venture for architects and contractors. It's a shame that we all live beyond our purpose, and it's a shame that existence is so long for people, and that we were even placed into existence in the first place. It's a never-ending vicious cycle, and I don't see humanity as ever becoming evolved. There are too few anti-natalists in the world who see reality for what it really is, and there is always the happy delusional couple with the newborn twins who are going to be oblivious to those twins' painful futures. So thanks for watching my video. This is Child Free Diane.